Are you a homesteader? Are you a prepper? Are you concerned about the future? How about food shortages? Well, let's talk about it. Hello everyone, this is Ranger Rob from the Ranger Rob Country Living channel. Here we talk about hydroponics, we talk about gardening, we talk about homesteading, the best ideas for homesteading, the best way to garden, and the best way to just be happy. Country living lifestyle is definitely a positive way to do that. So guys, I'm Rob, and I've been on this 5 acres for a year now. And I want to tell you, it's been quite the experience. Just when you think you're getting rough and tumbly, you need to go into the real world, a real country living, into real homesteading, into getting acreage and property, and learn how to work that property, learn how to be self-sufficient, learn how to prep, and learn how to grow things. And what a shock it's been. In the last year, we had to build a chicken pen, a chicken house, and also a way for us to raise our chickens and get eggs in the most productive way. We also had to build our own greenhouse due to the fact we have a short season here. So we've had to learn a lot of things. Then we got into hydroponics and looked for the best ways to do hydroponics. So we went into NFTs, which is a nutrient film technique. And we also went into strawberry towers or growing towers. And we also went into, in our greenhouse, we went into Dutch buckets and hydroponics and floating rafts hydroponics, which is similar to the cranky method, which you can look up on the internet anytime. This is our greenhouse, and it's thriving. And if those of you who've been watching our channel, homesteaders and preppers alike, you notice that we've been trying to get jet star tomatoes to grow, and we're doing pretty good at it. And today I announced that we have got the first, if we can get around the corner here, our first tomato to start to ripen since this season started. So we're very excited about getting our jet star tomatoes going, and in a matter of weeks we should be inundated with tomatoes. And once again, we're using the Dutch bucket hydroponic system, and it's turned out to be a great technique for our type of homesteading. So we have chosen to do about 4 of the best techniques that we could find to do hydroponics. We've chosen the Dutch bucket system for hydroponics, and that's where we grow our tomatoes. The floating raft system, which was a great system to put inside our greenhouse for the homestead. Then we went into the tower system with a non-return hydroponic system. Our strawberries grow on hydroponic nutrients, and it flows into the buckets below, which also feeds some other plants, but it doesn't return. And then last but not least, we do the NFT, which is a system right here, and basically that has hydroponic fluid flowing through it 24/7. Now this wasn't created out of mistakes. It was created out of a lot of mistakes. We did all of our hydroponics ourselves. So our hydroponics are home hydroponics based on research on YouTube of how to do hydroponics. And so we built our own systems, and so we did our NFT outside. Now the only problem with that is we've had a heat wave here, and so when we had lettuce and things here on the NFT system, they went to flower really fast and got bitter. So we've had to change what we're growing on the NFT system that can tolerate heat better. Our next system will be probably next year, where we build another greenhouse, and that greenhouse will be devoted just to NFT, which is a nutrient film technique. And we have two types of NFT systems here for hydroponics. Is one that's upright, and then that's actually at waist level, and then we have another system over here that we put a trellis system on to do things like beans and peas and things like that, and then we do our peppers there. So there's been a lot that we have learned in hydroponics, a lot that we've been learning in homesteading and country living, and how to deal with modern issues like food shortages, water, things like that. And we are learning that every day. And this channel is based on learning how to do hydroponics, growing your own garden, having a homestead, living in the country, and prepping. And we find that all of it's very important to learn, and we are not experts, and we're learning along with you. And that's why we do daily videos on homesteading and prepping and gardening and homesteading, to share what we've learned, and also to go by suggestions or comments that we've gotten from you, and along with other channels that we follow, and we hope that you'll follow ours too. This is a homestead channel and a country living channel, and we hope you enjoy it. So for those of you that are homesteaders or preppers, or want to be more self-reliant, want to get property and start being on your own, being able to grow your own food, be able to be more plain old self-sufficient, this is a channel for you. We're beginners. Throughout my life, I've done little bits and pieces of homesteading, little bits and pieces of prepping, and just being prepared. And then all of a sudden, here we are in 5 acres, and now the work has really begun. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I want people to know that if you're going to go into homesteading, or you want to be self-reliant, live in the country, best of all worlds, technology too, all of it's a challenge. All of it has been a challenge, and it can be overwhelming. Homesteaders and homesteading is defined many ways. It can be modern, it can be old time, it could be off-grid. If you want to be off-grid, you got to learn some new skills. If you want to be off-grid, you're going to have to use different types of technology, and you're going to have to give up a lot of amenities that you're used to living in the city. So being a homesteader and a prepper is not an easy feat, and I'll explain this a little more at the end of the video. Just like raising any animals, ours, for example, we're going to talk about our Rhode Island red chickens. Any kind of animal that you want to maintain, whether it's rabbits or chickens or sheep or cows, whatever you want to do, this day and age, the most important thing is to be the most efficient with your animals in your gardens and the way you maintain your property. We designed a chicken hutch that would protect our chickens because we have a lot of predators. At the same time, we needed to make sure that when they laid their eggs, that we got the cleanest eggs that we could get. So after doing a lot of research, we found a guy up in Switzerland who suggested that with your nesting boxes, to build a hide back into the nesting box, and for some particular reason, the chickens tend to lay cleaner eggs, and probably because we don't normally get more than 1 chicken in the box at the time that they're laying eggs. We got one right here. We also chose to have just Rhode Island Reds for large brown eggs, and we did not introduce a rooster. And so it seems to be a lot more harmony and a lot more production and less drama in our cage with the 10 chickens we have. And we've been very happy all year. They've been well protected. We designed a good chicken laying house and one that's easy to clean. And once again, we did that by doing a lot of research on YouTube of how to raise chickens, how to build chicken houses, how to prepare for eggs, and all the different processes that would make our lives easier and make the chickens productive. Next big question is, can you make a living on a homestead? Can you make money on a homestead? And the answer is yes and no, unless you embrace some of the new ideas and technologies out there. A lot of people, like myself, have created YouTube channels, created themes, their own merchandise, things like that, to earn extra income for their homestead. Also on prepping, a lot of preppers have created channels and explained to their listeners and their viewers how they're doing what they're doing, techniques that they're using, and their prepping ideas for the modern age. I would suggest that don't plan on being a rich person, but you will be wealthy in many ways. A wonderful lifestyle, peace and quiet, a country lifestyle, growing your own food, the satisfaction of doing a hard day's work. You can't go wrong. Homesteading is definitely a good thing to be doing this day and age with all the problems we're having in society with food shortages and water. And homesteading is a good way to analyze your problems, not only on your own property, but what's going on around you. So if you need to deal with water, if you need to deal with food or shortages, design your homestead to be self-sufficient as much as possible, so you can avoid some of these issues that are coming up in society today. So guys, I live in Central Oregon. I'm in a high desert area. I'm also on a place called Crooked River Ranch, Oregon, in Central Oregon. And we have limitations of what we can do here, but it hasn't hampered me or Sherry from being able to do the things we want to do in our homestead. And it's also given us a great opportunity for prepping, and also a great opportunity to learn new skills. So being in homesteading, you'll find out that you need to be good at building things, doing electrical, maintenance, construction, plumbing, all that kind of stuff. But most of all, let me explain what I'm doing with this video. Not only everything that I brought up to you in this video is true about homesteading and prepping and being more self-sufficient and self-reliant, is apparently there's been a change in the YouTube algorithm. So apparently, instead of, for those of you that do YouTube, is I'm giving you a heads up, and it's windy, sorry, that we used to really put a lot of work into our descriptions and our titles, and we also do a lot of work on our tags or keywords. And it turns out that YouTube is indexing the actual text in our videos. So if you hadn't noticed, I've been using the word homestead, prepper, self-reliance, those words a lot in this whole video. And this is kind of a test video for that. But everything I was also talking about is very true. Also the word hydroponics, floating rafts, all those things I was talking about for gardening. And I'm continuing to use all these keywords to really see if this video indexes more than the others based on the text in the video. And if it does, wow. And if not, no harm loss. I'm still going to do my tags and stuff, but it also will be helpful to other YouTubers that follow us and are doing channels, realizing that we're all always innovating to make our homestead, prepping, our hydroponics, our gardening, and self-reliant techniques better. So I hope this has been a fun video, interesting video to you, and I hope it also helps other YouTubers that have homesteading channels or prepping channels or self-reliance or a gardening channel. And if you live on Crooked River Ranch, Oregon, in Central Oregon, might learn a few things from this video. So guys, thank you so much for listening. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. We'd appreciate it. And once again, we focus on homesteading, prepping, self-reliance, gardening, and hydroponics. So guys, let's see how well this works. And in the comments below, I'd love to hear from you. Please like the video and give us comments and see if you've got a YouTube channel and if this is something that was helpful to you. So guys, have a great day. Bye now. Our videos are made possible by RangerRob Poopy Bags, available at Amazon right now. Thank you very much for watching our video. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. Thanks.